What's up guys, and welcome to the expensive helmet versus cheap helmet review. Now, before we get into this review, I just want to say that this isn't a fair comparison. Of course, the €300 helmet will be much better than the €30 helmet. I made this video just so you could judge yourself what kind of money you should spend on a helmet. First up, the expensive helmet. Now, if you're willing to pay 10 times more for this helmet, then go ahead. The whole front of the helmet can be lifted up. It can also be locked in place by this switch. When you close the visor, a small gap remains open. If you want, you can close it completely. There are two ventilation channels on top of the helmet, one in the front and one in the back. There's also a ventilation channel in the front. You can close the ventilation to your face from the inside, make it so that only the visor gets fresh air. There's also a little plastic shield that you can remove. Speaking of visor, it has pin lock system, which helps with defogging. There's also integrated sunglasses, which I must admit is a really handy feature. The whole inside of the helmet can be removed for cleaning purposes. And speaking of the inside of the helmet, it is really comfortable. The locking system is really sturdy. It can be unlocked really easily by just lifting up the red pin. The helmet feels really sturdy on your head. It can be moved much or removed without unlocking it. The helmet also features support for optional microphone. And that's about it. Would I pay €300 for this helmet, even though I got this helmet for little over 200? Yes, of course. It's a really sturdy helmet, and I could never go back to the €30 helmet. The cheap helmet feels really plasticky. It has two ventilation holes in the front. Surprisingly, the lock itself feels quite sturdy. It can be unlocked by moving two pins. It's nowhere near as comfy as the expensive helmet, but it is usable, and it's quite light compared to the expensive helmet. Now, this is the worst thing about the helmet. It can freely be moved around even when locked. And before you say that this helmet is just too big for my head, consider that this helmet is the same size as the expensive helmet. So, just because of that one thing, I cannot recommend it. If you have the €300 to spend, go for the expensive helmet. Trust me, it's worth it. But if you can't spend that much on a helmet, I would suggest looking for a compromise. I bought this helmet brand new, for a fraction of its price, just because I did some research. Try finding some deals. If you can't find anything, you can always buy used. I guarantee that you'll be better off spending a bit more money on your helmet. And with that, goodbye. If you enjoyed this video, press that like button and maybe even consider subscribing.